You're watching Netrush Report, your home for tennis drama, rivalries, and the stories that go far beyond the court. If you live for the intensity, the raw honesty, and the legends in the making, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the rush. Danielle Collins has never been one to hold back, whether it's on the tennis court or in front of the cameras. The 31-year-old American, a former world number 7 and 4-time career singles champion, has built her reputation on fiery passion, intensity, and blunt honesty. And her latest appearance on the Gay Tennis podcast only proved just how open she's willing to be. On the podcast, Collins leaned into a side of her personality that many fans already recognize: bold, outspoken, and fiercely authentic. And that's when she dropped the now viral line: "When I'm pushed, I'm a feisty little thing, and gay men love that." For Collins, it wasn't just a throwaway remark. She meant it. She described gay men as her spirit animals, explaining how her own sharp, fiery qualities, often visible during tense moments on court, are the very traits that tend to attract her to fast friendships with gay men. She admitted that her gay friends have been some of her strongest supporters, both in life and in her tennis career. That bond, she said, comes from a place of mutual understanding. She admires their confidence, wit, and boldness, while they connect with her resilience, her humor, and her fearless attitude. This isn't the first time Collins has leaned into her unapologetic side. Over the years, fans have seen her explode in fiery matches, stare down hostile crowds, and clap back at rivals. She has always carried an edge that made her one of the fiercest competitors on the WTA Tour. Now, she's showing fans that same energy off the court, using it to explain why she feels such a natural connection to the LGBTQ+ community. What makes this revelation even more powerful is how it ties into her journey of self-acceptance. At this year's Australian Open 2025, Collins delivered an honest confession in one of her press conferences. "I really don't care anymore about what people who aren't important to me think." That's a far cry from the Danielle Collins of her early 20s. She admitted that with age and experience, she's become more accepting of who she is, both as a player and as a person. For her, it's not about living up to someone else's expectations, but instead about embracing her own unapologetic personality. Collins explained that she's stopped overthinking the opinions of people who don't matter in her life. This shift in mindset has been freeing, allowing her to lean more fully into her bold, authentic self. And perhaps unsurprisingly, that very honesty is part of what continues to endear her to gay fans around the world. Of course, Collins' candid personality doesn't erase the challenges she's faced on the tennis court. Her most recent competitive outing came at her home slam, the US Open, where things didn't go as planned. Facing Jacqueline Christian in the first round, Collins suffered a brutal 2-6, 0-6 defeat. It was a tough pill to swallow for the former world number 7. Fans who followed her career know she thrives on fight and intensity, but on that day, her spark wasn't enough to carry her through. And yet, even in defeat, Collins remained true to herself. She didn't shy away from disappointment. She faced it head-on, just as she's always done. That match highlighted a larger truth about Danielle Collins. Her tennis journey has always been defined by highs and lows, resilience and setbacks, and the raw intensity she brings to every performance. It's that intensity, combined with her new acceptance of who she is, that continues to keep fans, especially gay fans, rooted in her corner. So why exactly do gay men love Danielle Collins, as she herself put it? First, there's her unapologetic boldness. Collins isn't afraid to speak her mind or show her emotions. She'll celebrate loudly, she'll call out what she doesn't like, and she'll fight for every single point. That kind of fiery spirit resonates deeply with a community that has often had to fight for self-expression and authenticity. Second, Collins radiates camp energy on court. The dramatic stares, the fist pumps, the fearless, "don't mess with me" attitude, it all plays into a larger-than-life persona that makes her magnetic to watch. In many ways, she embodies the same confidence and flair that many gay fans celebrate in their icons. And third, Collins values loyalty. She's spoken about how her friendships with gay men are fast, genuine, and rooted in deep respect. For her, these bonds aren't superficial. They're built on shared qualities and mutual admiration. Danielle Collins' candid remarks also highlight something bigger: the intersection of sports and the LGBTQ community. In tennis, a sport often shaped by tradition and restraint, Collins' openness is refreshing. Her words don't just humanize her. They also send a message about inclusivity, friendship, and the importance of celebrating individuality. At a time when tennis is wrestling with how to appeal to wider audiences and younger fans, personalities like Collins stand out. She isn't just another player with a powerful forehand. She's someone unafraid to show the world who she is, quirks and all. And in doing so, she's carving out a unique space in the tennis world, one that welcomes more diverse voices and perspectives. Looking ahead, Collins will need to regroup after her disappointing US Open exit. The 31-year-old has faced her fair share of injuries and setbacks, but she's also proven her resilience time and again. Whether it's at smaller WTA tournaments or the next slam, fans know she'll bring that same fiery energy every time she steps on court. But beyond tennis, her growing comfort in her own skin could mark the start of a new chapter, one where Collins becomes as known for her off-court honesty as for her on-court intensity. With podcasts, candid pressers, and a willingness to speak her truth, Collins might just be setting the stage for a legacy that goes far beyond rankings and titles. Danielle Collins may not always be the headline winner on the tennis court, but she's undeniably one of the sport's most authentic voices. From embracing her inner, feisty little thing to connecting with the LGBTQ community, she's proving that individuality and honesty matter just as much as trophies. So what do you think? Does Danielle Collins' fiery honesty make her one of the most relatable personalities on tour? Or do you think her outspoken side rubs some people the wrong way? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget, if you love the drama, the rivalries, and the raw honesty of tennis, hit that like button, subscribe to Netrush Report, and join the rush. Because in tennis, the story is never just about the score. It's about the people who make the game unforgettable.